Chadwick Jones, reviewer extraordinaire. Or at least I was until I decided fuck catchphrases. Well, today I gotta review that piece of shit Ogie Loves movie. Then I can get back to Dragon Ball. Soon we shall be together again, my sweet. Oh yeah, and saving the world or some shit like that. So, first a little history. This movie was inspired by properties such as...
Oh! Guess who's back?
Son of a bitch! Wait, is this another non-canon episode? And is that why I couldn't find my beanie and just had to wear a baseball cap backwards?
Maybe. I'm here to delay you even further in your quest by giving you another poorly made monster movie to review, Snowbeast!
But I'm done with that shit!
What's the matter, Jones? Are you chicken? Nay, nay, nay!
You know, Panther is probably on their way as we speak. If they were to burst into this room right now, wouldn't that get in the way of your plans?
Oh, I've taken care of them!
Why are we going around in circles? I don't know, sir. No matter what we do, the ship won't stop moving in a circular pattern. Huh. Well, have you at least been able to find my eye patch yet? No, sir. Mother was right. I should have been Snoop Lion's manager. It's like Snoop Dogg, except he's a lion. Shut the fuck up! But isn't delaying them technically helping me?
I thought of that. So once you finish the review and everything goes back to canon, they'll be 8 kilomiles closer to finding you.
Oh, perfect.
And that's not all. I've replaced every ski prop with a back scratcher. So if you want to use a ski prop, you'll have to use a back scratcher. Woo!
That's stupid.
And that's not all. I've taken away your green screen and replaced your editing software with Windows Movie Maker.
That's kinda annoying.
And most heinously of all, I have made it so that your well-being depends entirely on the state of Jurassic Park!
What?
Farewell, asshole!
Whatever. I don't have to do this. It says so right here in the Book of Internet Reviewer Rules. See? Right here. It says, Chadwick Jones must review Snowbeast, because if he doesn't, I'll blow him to smithereens like a condemned building. Ooh. It's just one of those days, isn't it? So this movie was written by the same guy who wrote Psycho. Clearly something happened in his personal life between films. Seriously, what could have popped up in his personal life to make his writing skills go down so much?
Chadwick, are you busy?
Yeah?
Fuck you, I'm coming in anyway. Son of a bitch, fucker!
Look, Don, I can see you're going through some kind of personal trouble, but I am busy right now.
Oh, sure. You're too busy. Everybody's too busy. Like that Anne Marie. Always too busy looking directly into the camera. That whore!
I take it things aren't going well between you two.
You think? Nobody does that to Don Macaroni. If they do, I karate chop them in the face. Or I would if I wasn't so goddamn agitated.
Do you wanna hang in here for a while?
Oh, now he asks.
So, we actually begin with a glimpse of the Snowbeast. Wow, that looks stupid. Actually, for the most part, we just get a POV shot of the monster's view, with some exceptions. Clever or lazy. We find two girls doing what people love to do in this movie, ski for long periods of time. One of them wants to keep skiing, but the other has a funny feeling.
Look at these! Some joker. Snowshoes from some mail-order novelty house.
Let me check my chances of dumbasses getting killed by a monsterometer. Somebody start making the tombstones!
Oh, it's probably just some joker with a camcorder. Oh!
Do not worry, I shall save— Oh, I'm too late. Sorry. How embarrassing. We then go to the ski lodge run by the elderly Mrs. Carrie Rill.
And I'd like to welcome all of you to the Real Lodge and our 50th annual Winter Carnival.
Wait, Winter Carnival? Oh God, no! No!
We've got cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, dog sled racing.
Snow dogs. That reminds me of a very special kind of puppy called a snow dog puppy. It also reminds me of the time I cannibalized a snow dog puppy's owner because he spilled some vinegar on his parka. But let's focus on the puppies for now. Here are some pictures of snow dog puppies.
If only I could have a puppy, I'd call myself so very lucky, just to have some company, to share a cup of tea with me. I'd take my puppy everywhere.
And now here are some pictures of snow dog puppies as fully grown snow dog dogs, which means that they're legal.
If only I could have a puppy, I'd call myself so very lucky, just to have some company, to share a cup of tea with me. I'd take my puppy everywhere.
I also want to expand upon this line from the motion picture.
It's what we used to call hot dogging.
You see, oh dear, I'm afraid I won't have time to tell you about how hot dogging works, such as the part where you straddle your legs around your partner's face and stick your hand into their posterior, as well as how they scream into your nether regions. But let's say there's a reason that banner has the word orgy on it. I know Mrs. Rill will remember. She was the Winter Carnival's first Snow Queen.
That I was the very first queen of our very first Winter Carnival.
And every Snow Queen has to be initiated into the cult of hot doggers. So little Miss New Snow Queen, if you ever wonder throughout this movie why Mrs. Will remembers her Snow Queen days so fondly, you're about to find out. From me personally, if you like. Even if you don't like. But I will. Very much. And now Meridale is off to slaughter the Amish. Thank you for watching Puppy Hour. I'll see you in your shower tonight.
Hardly, Grandma. We have a little problem.
The manager takes care of big problems, which we don't have at Real Lodge.
I made a satanic pact to make sure of that.
Mrs. Rill's grandson Tony goes to check on the skier girl who survived, who insists that a monster has got her friend. Tony and a bunch of other patrol guys go to investigate, and Tony finds the girl's bloody jacket and catches a glimpse of the monster. He tells his grandmother about it, but she wants to keep it on the down low so as not to interfere with the Winter Carnival. That sounds familiar. Nah, drawing a blank.
There's something very strange and very dangerous out there.
Tony, we need this carnival. It's what keeps the tourists coming here all year round. The whole town needs it.
I know all that.
I agree with you. Let's designate the area restricted.
You can locate Sheriff Parody for me.
Sheriff Parody? Tony welcomes his gold medal winning skier friend Gar and his wife to the lodge as Gar asks for a job, while one of the patrol guys goes out to investigate further. After a whole 2 minutes of nothing but skiing, the guy finally trips, nearly falls over a cliff, and gets attacked by the Snowbeast. Never fear, goddammit! Oh yeah, and it does that go to red thing every time it goes to a commercial break. 'Cause that's not cheesy at all. While some kid finds the dead girl's body in an abandoned barn, Tony catches up with Gar's wife, who happens to be an old flame of his.
I've been having a lot of fantasies about you for the last year.
You know what you need?
My dick inside
to
you.
have someone say,
Tony and Gar talk about Yetis.
that thing is dangerous, Gar.
Just because it doesn't look like you or me.
Oh wait, go back to the part where they change places mid-conversation.
I didn't give you a job as a hired killer, Gar.
Of course not.
If you keep condensing the movie like that, I can't show off moments like those.
That's how it is, Chadwick.
What do you mean, brain surgeon?
When you review things online, sometimes you need to make sacrifices.
Mean like how we sometimes have to cut out scenes for the sake of time and things like that?
No, I mean like our Christmas sacrifices.
No.
Yes.
No!
Yes.
Yes! I mean no!
Too late, you said yes.
Somebody kill this guy!
I shall do it, for I, Mr. Dyer, have the power to kill people with my mind. Ray it Retsim! Ray it Retsim! Ha! Fools! You can't kill me until I've done my part by giving scientific facts!
Well, what's the average diet of a common sheep?
Oh, sheep tend to eat grass, clover, forbs, and other pasture plants. Shit.
Phew. Glad that's over with.
No. In return for my services, you must reinstate me as the head of Dyercentral, for I am the founder of Dyercentral.
No!
And you leave me no choice. Riot Retsum, Riot Retsum, Riot Retsum!
I guess his mind-killing power backfired on himself. Random but convenient.
Everyone who's ever been in contact with one says exactly the same thing. It stares at you for a few seconds, and then it disappears again into the wilderness.
Ah, feather horses. Back in my day, Yetis were Yetis, and not this sparkling shirtless teen dream nonsense.
OMD, do you even know what movie I'm reviewing?
Of course I do. What do you think I am, stupid? You're talking about gentlemen prefer blondes, right?
Moving on!
As Tony tells Gar about the missing girl, Gar's wife goes out, skiing.
If you get killed by a Snowbeast, you're gonna have a bad time.
Hey, hippie, how can I get over this boredness?
Oh, that's easy. Get high off your ass. Here, you want some?
Maybe another time. Hey, what happened to your hair?
During my last trip, I thought it caught fire, so I ripped it off. And it turns out it was just a wig this whole time. Not sure why nobody noticed.
These look suspicious and possibly dangerous. I'll follow them. Meanwhile, Tony and Gar search for the creature. I fucking wish.
I thought I saw something up there. Where? Where?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the award for most incrediblest acting in a scene from a moving pictorial. The nominees are Tony in Snowbeast.
Where?
That kid in Octopus 2.
No, Mommy, it's a monster.
Frank Sinatra in Guys and Dolls.
Madigan, stop breathing on my neck.
My Nathan.
Adelaide.
And that unlikable liberal bullshit asshole in any part of Super Size Me. And the award goes to... Brave.
I understand she was a guest at the lodge. I was hoping you could help me identify her.
Maybe I'll recognize her when I see her face.
She doesn't have one.
That's her!
The legends I've heard about Bigfoot put him pretty firmly in the Pacific Northwest.
Ellen tells me there are hundreds of them roaming around all over the country.
There are hundreds of Bigfoots roaming around the country? Do they just go around big cities in cheap disguises saying, "Don't mind me"?
While the men agree that the Snowbeast needs to be destroyed, the wife finds herself being pursued by the monster. Until it suddenly cuts to the winter carnival that night. Oh yeah, and extra points to the sound editor for letting the monster's roar spill into the next shot. The Snowbeast then suddenly decides to attack the carnival for no apparent reason, and we finally get a decent look at it, at the most humorously ironic time.
Oh, Betty Joe, smile.
Oh boy. Yeah, that doesn't look silly at all. And then it decides not to go after the tons of people and attack the Snow Queen's mother instead.
I shall slice open your pelvis and use the two big holes as a mask.
I don't know about that. Maybe he was just admiring the car.
Is that a car? I love cars! You don't see cars very often up in the woods, you know. I really like those stripes along the side. It's very sleek. Oh, wait, how rude of me. I should introduce myself. Let's shake hands.
Well, as silly and as cheap as it looks, at least it wasn't done in stop motion. Stop motion. It's so fucking stupid and pointless. Hold on, I'll be right back. Motion animator on the planet, rendering the medium officially dead!
And then, amongst the chaos and the madness, the worst, most awful possible thing ever happens!
Oh dear! Somebody save the crown! No! Not the crown! Fuck you and your dead mom problems! Can't you see what's become of the crown? Clearly this is the end of life as we know it! What are we to do?
And what do the police have to say upon discovering this awful tragedy?
What a mess.
Yeah, that's what I'd say upon finding several injured people, a dead woman, and a ruined crown! You know, maybe this is a good time for you idiots to learn how to defend yourself against a Snowbeast. Dyer, care to do the honors?
Okay, so if a Snowbeast comes up to you, the first thing you do is... Oh, sorry, gotta go.
What? Why?
Well, today's extreme needlepoint. Don't want to miss that. Ah! I am Dylan!
So anyway...
What? Zub.
What do you mean commercial break? I don't do that shit! Envelope on the bed. Is that $85,000? We'll be right back after this break. Money. Hey! Are you hungry?
Oh yeah, I got the munchies.
Actual hungry munchies or drug munchies?
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Socko! That's not my name. I'm a respectable New Zealand citizen. I don't care. Are you hungry? Yeah, I'm starving. How starving are you? I'm so starving I could put Africa to shame. Well, then you should eat at McCarl's Still Chick-fil Sonic Subbox King in and out in the box. McCarl's Still Chick-fil Sonic Subbox King in and out in the box. The McCarl's Still Chick-fil Sonic Subbox King in and out in the box. That's right. The McCarl's Still Chick-fil Sonic Subbox King in and out in the box. Like the McCarl's Still Chick-fil Sonic Subbox King in and out in the box that was in the mega sci-fi comedy blockbuster epic Back to the Scooter? The very same! Oh boy! Come sample some of our favorite heart killers like the quarter ouncer, the half-half, and $6 fries! The homophobia sandwich tastes like chicken! And if you're an impoverished peasant, you can get something off of our cheapskate menu! I'll buy that for $1! And that's not all!
If your kid reads at least 6 books a week, not only will they get 12 ecstatic meals for the price of 90, but will also destroy another 5 square feet of the rainforest. Because reading is just short of satisfying. Plus, if you live in one of our test markets, you can eat at McCarl's Still Chick-fil Sonic Subbox King and an Out in the Box in association with Taco Schnitzel Hut. I always said pizza was incomplete without hot dog buns or taco meat. McCarl's Still Chick-fil Sonic Subbox King in and Out in the Box. I'm loving eating like I mean going bold, eating more chicken American drive-ins where the mission statement is having it our way with quality you can eat anytime. Go there today!
Products may cause consumers to die 3 times simultaneously.
Love me legal tender, love me sweet, never let me go!
Ooh! Going green, are we?
Yeah, do you mind? I'm having a moment.
Yes, about that. That isn't money you're kissing. It's actually Gary Busey.
Ah!
I turned him into $85,000 to trick you into doing commercials again and slowing your review even further. And clearly, I have succeeded.
God damn it, I hate him!
Well, it serves you right for choosing money over principles. They say that a man who is rich in dollars will be poor in morality. And he'll also be a prick. I learned that phrase from my Grandma Anne and my Grandma Marie.
Shut the fuck up!
Huh?
Yeah, best not to mention the A word or the M word in front of him.
Well, if you don't want me to say ass or motherfucker, fine. But I don't see what my Grandma Anne and Grandma Marie have to do with any of this.
You'd better shut your trap, old man!
Or what, Sonny?
Or this! Dawn! I'm agitated. What can you do me?
Well, you didn't have to shoot him!
It's okay, I'm fine. The bullet hit my iron nipple.
Why do you have an iron nipple?
We did some crazy shit back when Monroe was president. In fact, it inspired the title of my first album.
Look, OMD, I hate to do this, but you really should get going, so... play it!
Pointless, wouldn't you say?
Ah! 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 Get me away! Get me away!
Gore seems to finally notice that his wife is missing and begins flashing back to his gold medal days. He's finally encouraged to get back on the skis and— oh no, not more skiing! Hey Hippie, you got any of that crack left over? Hippie? Anybody seen Hippie? Mr. Hangry Hippie is dead. What? How? Drug overdose. Oh. Never mind. He eventually finds his wife in the old barn. Wait, how did she get in there? Snowbeast just left her alone? Isn't making a fire in the place the monster seems to leave its kill possibly gonna alert it to your presence? And what about the crown?
I should have been there when you needed me all these years.
You finally were.
I was?
I'm actually watching you from the outside. I just don't want to ruin the
You ain't gotten
moment.
lost. I saw too many champions become has-beens. I didn't want to be a has-been.
I wanted to be a lumberjack.
Too obvious! The next morning, they find the body of the patrol guy from earlier right before the Snowbeast shows up. And can't get through the door. Yeah, the big, strong monster that comes to this place often can't open the door. They distract it away and manage to get out, although the wife probably got a concussion from those falling antlers. Gee, now that Gar and his wife have made up with each other, and that arc's over with, the movie must be pretty close to done, right?
25 minutes?!
Sheriff Spoof and his men announced that they killed the Snowbeast,
But our heroes are the only ones not fooled by the guy in a bear suit. I mean guy in a bear suit. I mean guy in a bear suit. I mean guy in a bear suit.
Jaws, that's what this is ripping off.
If the people of this town are in danger, don't you think it's your responsibility to warn them?
What is it that I'm going to warn the people against? A man-beast legend whose very existence is hotly disputed?
What has been sighted in the Northwest for the last 150 years. There are verified recordings of attacks. I had a man on my television show just recently who swears he threw a rock at one and it ran away.
It was a big rock.
The four of them head out to kill the Snowbeast. Hey, so while nothing's happening, maybe now we can get that advice on how to defend yourself against a Snowbeast. Dyer? Mr. Dyer. Not to be confused with Mr. Dyer, is dead. What? He lost his life in a fatal accident during an extreme needlepoint match. He also clearly lost the extreme needlepoint match because of this. Oh. Can we at least watch the match? No. The extreme needlepoint video has been blocked on copyright grounds for using the song Hooray for Santa Claus. Again? Meanwhile, the Snowbeast sees them and decides to attack their camper instead. What? Actually, all he does is rip off the skis. Is that what this is all about? Skis? Did a ski kill his father or something?
A ski! I wonder how this works.
Tony and Gar's wife talk about their old love again. It's only been a whole 44 minutes without them talking about it at all, and settle on staying just friends. Who kiss on the lips. The Snowbeast sees them, but decides to hold off its attack until the next morning because... stupid monster is stupid.
Cole! Are you hurt?
Come on, Gil!
Oh, son of a bitch! Okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm fucking through the... I hate being a superhero. I didn't want to, but I was born into... I was raised this way. I defy you, Tate. I defy you. Yeah, how do you like that? Ripping you off, no, it's not fast enough. It's, no. Now, there, how do you like that? Yeah, okay? There, I'm done. Ordinary man is dead. I'm gonna go drown myself. I wonder. Hey, Ghost Sheriff Lloyd, is Sheriff Satire with you?
What, just because he's a sheriff and he died means that he lives where I do now?
Sorry.
Actually, he is with me. He doesn't talk much, but that tends to happen when you get your face ripped off by a Sasquatch.
We're not going to get very far walking. The barn's down here. Let's head for it. That's not a very good idea. Because that's where he's been stashing his food. Can you imagine us being there when he shows up?
Wait, did the movie just get a little smarter? They know not to go to the place where the monster typically hangs out? Maybe I haven't been giving this movie enough credit.
It's already lost 2 from there. If he's as smart as you think he is, he won't come back to the barn again.
What? It won't come back just because a couple people got away? I'm pretty sure it probably brought its already dead victims to the barn. It didn't wait for people to show up or just walk up to them and go, "Hi, I want to eat you. Would you like to come to my barn with me?" Wait, is that how the wife got in the barn in the first place? This is much too confusing. And for that matter, what's the deal with this barn in the first place? Why is it there? What's its story? I don't know! Nobody knows! I hate this barn! Ah!
Well, as I live and breathe, I can answer your question.
Mr. Rancher? Oh yeah, you exist.
Yep. You see, I owned that barn. I inherited it from my grandpappy after he was arrested for molesting 3 children, 9 roosters, and a cockroach. Then I left it in a dilapidated state because I didn't want to pay the $3.95 a decade rent.
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Why are you wobbling?
My father was Carrie Elways.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough.
So the monster actually doesn't go back to the barn, stupid, and the three of them go back to the camper to grab some guns. The monster approaches and Gar goes up to shoot the thing to death. Wow. Really? That's your monster. I think I know now why you decided to do mostly POV shots. They even make the glimpses of it quick just to tone down how stupid it looks. It looks like an angry Eskimo or something. In fact, that doesn't even look like it did earlier.
What's wrong with your face?
Will somebody just put this thing out of its misery? So when the gun doesn't kill it, Gar just impales it with his ski. Or rather, the Snowbeast just decides to run into the ski. I guess I wasn't too off with the whole father thing. And then it falls off a random cliff to its death.
Didn't I ever tell you about Bumbles? Bumbles bounce!
Nah, it's actually over. I swear to it by Peter, Paul, and Marie. And Mary. Ah! Dawn, are you okay? Oh god, he's finally been broken! He's going into a violent outrage! Oh! You shot the singing lumberjack!
Hello there.
You shot English gentleman number 1!
Alright, I got into the video!
You shot Tony Ball!
Sending our kid.
You shot Ordinary Man's father! You shot a movie! You, Gore?
It came with the house. Oh.
Oh man, I better calm Don down before he does something drastic. That works too.
Woo! Having fun? I know I am! This review is certainly going to go out with a bang!
Okay, asshat, this ends now!
Oh, I know you're not going to kill me, Chadwick!
And why shouldn't I?
Because I'm going to kill myself before you can kill me! Ooh!
Wow, that was really stupid! So that was Snowbeast. This movie has some awkward pacing, can get really boring, is a little too long and padded, and of course the monster is silly. But it isn't really that god-awful. It does seem like there was a little effort put into this film. And there are some unintentionally funny moments, of course. Maybe get some friends together and watch it, but even then, there are some better options out there. I wonder who that could be. Maybe the Richard Nixon hentai I ordered has arrived. Come on in!
Hello, Chadwick.
Ah!
How are you doing today, you little cocksucker?
What are you doing here?
You refused to join my legion of devoted sirens, so I'm here for my vicious revenge-ians. And I don't know if this makes any personal difference to you, but I've taken over Jurassic Park, motherfucker.
Oh my god!
And that's not all, I brought friends.
Chadwick! 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 It's Chadwick! Oh my god, I love Chadwick! Chadwick, you make my pants fall down, Chadwick!
Look. This is a non-canon episode, right? So whatever you do will have no effect on me.
But whatever I do to you now would still affect you in this non-canon universe, right?
What did you have in mind, you foul demon?
Hello, I'm John Gibbard, Channel 62 News. After 5 months, authorities have been able to relocate local celebrity Chadwick Jones. Jones had been captured by the evil demon Sonid, or as he's more commonly known by children everywhere, Barney the Dinosaur. Although the demon has disappeared, Jones has been relocated and is recovering. Now, we have finally been able to gather the information on what exactly happened. Now, before we go further, there are a few things that need to be made clear, so that you'll understand some things. First off, there were times where Barney could force Chadwick to do as he bid. And also, no matter what pain Chadwick went through, he could not be killed, no matter how excruciating the pain. In fact, that is why he could not be killed, so he could experience that pain. It began with mere incredible annoyance. He spent 21 hours with the worst Taylor Swift music blaring into his ears. And then he was strapped into a chair, Clockwork Orange style, and forced to watch Scary Movie 5 and Beneath the Mississippi 8 times each, surrounded by a New Zealand audience. Then it turned into offending the people. Chadwick was forced to go onto his Facebook and insult all of his friends on incredibly personal and sometimes racial levels. Then he went around blowing up landmarks, desecrating holy places of worship, getting incredibly dangerous criminals not guilty verdicts in their trials, and stealing all of the money and food away from the poor people of the planet. At that point, to hell with these intros, I'm just going to go on with this. He proceeded to give a blowjob to a 7-year-old and forced the child to reciprocate the favor with anal sex. And then came the hot dogging. Well, the hot dogging wasn't with the 7-year-old, it was with Gilbert Gottfried. Now, hot dogging is a bizarre sexual practice that originated in Sweden and slowly became ingrained in local culture with the release of the 1977 film Snowbeast. It begins with Person A being Chadwick, licking Person B's nostrils, Person B being Mr. Gottfried. Person B responds by sticking their toe into Person A's ears and defecating into their eyes. Then Person A rubs their reproductive organs on Person B's back. At this point, Person B straddles their legs around Person A's mouth and sticks their hand into Person A's posterior. Traditionally, although not always, Person A is in such misery by this point that they scream into Person B's nether regions. Although this only serves to arouse Person B even more. Oh, right, sorry. Immediately afterwards, Chadwick was impregnated by a minotaur and forced to have its child through his mouth because he lacked female reproductive organs. Then the child impregnated him, and he bore twins through his nostrils. Chadwick was subsequently forced to eat a mixture of dog shit, sewage waste, and fresh vomit. And not only was this filmed, but it was filmed at the speed of stop motion. For instance, if Chadwick were mid-cue, he would have to move his jaw ever so slightly and then pause until the frame had been taken. Because of how long stop motion usually takes, the process lasted 4 weeks. Afterwards, Chadwick was mauled by vicious wolverines. Once the wolverines were finished 45 minutes later, Barney took Chadwick to meet Stephen Moffat, who Chadwick passionately blames for the downfall of Doctor Who. Moffat had heard about this and proceeded to beat Chadwick to little more than a bloody pulp. Barney then brought Chadwick into a secret torture chamber located somewhere in the Paris catacombs. Now, while the order of what happened in the chamber is unclear, we do know what happened. It began with whipping, 72 lashes to be precise, and then Chadwick had his head banged onto a table 48 times. Then he was strapped into an electric chair and given 18,000 volts of electricity every half second for 6 days. Now, here's where Barney's strategy became interesting. He actually allowed Chadwick a quick rest period to lull him into a false sense of security. Once Chadwick began to feel 2% better, he had spikes jammed into his eyes and a poisoned spear jammed up his rectum. Then Barney grabbed a rusty battle axe and proceeded to chop off Chadwick's arms, legs, and right ear. The next to go were his spine and intestines, and Barney made certain that the process was slow and excruciating. Afterwards, Chadwick was tied to a cable dangling from a helicopter, with his fly open and his dick out. The helicopter flew on for 2 days through a thundering hailstorm until they were hovering above a preschool. During recess, when all the preschoolers were outside having their lunch and playing, a few more helicopters flew in and dumped 1,003,000,000,000 gallons of semen onto the preschool and its students. The faculty, parents, and students saw Chadwick dangling above them with his dick out and assumed that he had ejaculated onto them. So as punishment, he was shot in the groin with grenade launchers 665 times, to which everybody cheered. Now I should warn you, what I have described the past few minutes could only be described as child's play compared to what Barney did last. None of it even compares in audacity. The last piece of torment Chadwick had to go through is easily the most hideous, agonizing, villainous, offensive, vulgar punishment anyone could go through. Barney poked him slightly in the arm. Disgusting. And that was tonight's breaking news. I would stay to talk about President Rock's 11th re-election, but I've got a hot date tonight. Though I won't say with whom.
Our carriage awaits, my little Bubsy Wubsy.